Okay, I'm back here with my 2006 f350 with a 6.0 liter. I'm going to be showing y'all how to get the alternator off here and just a few of the tools we're going to need. We're going to need a 1/2 inch ratchet, little screwdriver. We're going to need a 13 millimeter and a 10 millimeter and a good size cheater bar here. And just want to show the first thing. Now I do have some stuff removed as far as the radiator and stuff, but it's going to be the same when you come in here. Disconnect both of the batteries, make sure those are disconnected, and we're going to need to take a screwdriver and pry this piece up and out of here. And I've already removed this, but there's snaps you can see. Now yours will have a piece going on the front of it that shrouds the fan for the radiator. I've already got that removed, but this will be popped up off here. Just do them one at a time with a screwdriver and take that piece completely out of the way and set it aside. So the next thing we got to do is get down here to our tensioner, and the reason I like to use the ratchet versus a breaker bar is that you can actually turn this and get it to line up easier. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get this thing set up here now. Okay, so we come down here directly below the alternator. We look right down here, we'll see our tensioner, and you can see where my ratchet is down there, and it's kind of hard to get in there to show you, but it's like right on the end. You're going to have that 1/2 inch square there that you'll be able to get your ratchet into. So right there on that end is where you want to get it placed, and you can kind of just feel for it and get it lined up there. And you see how I kind of got my handle. So now we're going to go ahead and get our cheater bar on here, because it's going to take a lot of force to move this. It is really tight. Okay, and you can see how I got my cheater bar position, and I've just pushed up about this far, and then what I'm able to do is remove that, and you can look right down in here. I have a little metal clip that I could slide right in behind that tensioner there. It's just kind of hinged and it'll slide right in there, and now you can see that it's plenty of slack and it's holding. We can just slip it right off of there, and that's really all you need to do right there. Now when you go to put your belt back on and replace this, all you're going to need to do is slip this right back on here. Make sure that this one's on, and you'll just go down here with the screwdriver and get right a hold of that clip there, and just kind of, you know, make sure it's not gonna, your hand's gonna get in the way, and you just like flip that thing out and it'll just put that tension right back. So you don't even have to use the ratchet and the cheater bar. You just flip that little metal clip right out and it'll just put the tension right back on it. So we're going to go ahead now and get to work on removing this alternator. And the first thing we're going to do is just get back here to this, peel this piece of rubber insulator off of this, and we'll get to the 10 millimeter below that. Okay, so just peeled that rubber insulator back. I'm just going to take a little ratchet here and we'll get on this 10 millimeter here and start getting this loose. Okay, then we can just pull that connector right off and just push it back out of the way. Now we also got one more connector I'm going to get repositioned on the other side here. Okay, and working on these trucks, it's a good idea to have you some sort of cushion. It makes it easier on you getting up in here and working on a lot of these components. Okay, on this connector here, we're going to need to push in just like so, right where my screwdriver is. We'll just push in right there, and then we'll pull that straight off in that direction. Okay, and then we just pull that right straight off of there. Okay, we just have 1, 2, and 3 13 millimeters, and that'll be the last thing, and we're ready to take this up and off of here. Okay, and there's those 3 bolts right there, and we're ready just to go ahead and lift this completely off of here. And like I said, putting it back, it's the same way. All we got to do is flip that tensioner out once we got our belt on, and it'll lock it right back down again. Alright, so it's really simple getting this alternator off here. The most difficult thing is just getting your 1/2-inch ratchet down there on to your tensioner in that 1/2-inch slot, and then definitely I would suggest using a cheetah bar. It's going to make it a lot easier because it does take quite a bit of force to move that thing. So, like I said, I hope this has been helpful, and thank y'all for watching.